What's going on, everybody? This is your host, Kai King, and it's another episode from the Honest Douche channel. And if you haven't already, please subscribe or like this video if you find this helpful, that is. And today we're going to be talking about the two things you need to be rich. Let's get right to it. So, the first thing that we need is financial education. You see, a lot of people they want to get rich, right? But they lack the education, they lack the know-how. So that's why we need financial education. Financial education is essential for money management. You see, like a lot of people, they make a lot of money, right? Like six figures. Some people could even make millions of dollars, but then years down the line, they still have nothing to show for it, and that's due to lack of money management. And I noticed that a lot of people, I mean, obviously, we're not really taught this in school. I think it should be mandatory, but a lot of us don't even know what an asset and a liability is, right? We buy a lot of things thinking that they're assets, but they're not really paying us, therefore, they're a liability. So, if you're buying stuff that's always taking money out of your pocket, there's a reason why you don't have money in your pocket because all the things you're buying keep sucking money out of your pocket, right? Be it an expensive car, right? You like going on trips. You like doing a lot of things that just don't make you money. So definitely we need to understand how to manage our money in order to keep our money, and also which allows us to be able to set ourselves up to make more money. And then obviously financial education is also essential for investments, right? If you don't understand the language, right? Because honestly, financial education or financial terms, it's really like another language, right? It's for the tech people, right? You could be learning coding, or uh, if say you're learning like Spanish, right? If you speak English, right? It's all another language. So essentially, when you're educating yourself financially, you're also educating. Not only are you educating yourself on different financial concepts, but you're also educating yourself on the new terms, right? Like some people don't know what a stock is, right? Some people don't know what hedging means. Some people don't know what a stop loss means, right? Like these are all terms that we need to learn as we're getting financially educated. And a lot of people, right, they save some money, right? They're great with money management, but and the only investment they really have is a 401k, which kind of limits our returns, but that's like a different video. But a lot of people, they save up some money and they have this dream and then they decide to start a business, but then most people fail their businesses because they lack financial education, right? Like I said, they don't know the terms, they don't know certain concepts, and they might also lack the financial creativity to structure certain deals that benefits them. All right, I'm going to try to keep this video really short because I could go on and on, but you guys get the point as to why we need financial education. And I would like all the beginners, right? People who want to start getting on this journey to becoming rich, right? First of all, I want to congratulate you because just for you being on this video, I know that you're thinking about it, which is great, but now you got to take action, right? So the next thing I encourage you guys to do, right, start off with these two books if you have not yet, right? I personally love these books. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker, right? Because in order for us to do the right things, our mind needs to be right first. So if we think and act like a poor person, then our results are going to show that. And then next thing is called the Cash Flow Quadrant, right? By Robert Kiyosaki. I know a lot of people probably heard of this book, but I highly recommend it because these two books changed my mindset, which changed the way I acted, right? So certain things I used to do, I kind of stopped doing, right? But it was all for the better, and it allowed me to be able to elevate myself. So I highly recommend these two books just to start and get our mind right. And the second thing we need is a successful mentor. And I'm not talking about the person from your neighborhood that's doing slightly better than you. I'm not talking about somebody that has like a 9 to 5 job, makes six figures. I mean, they could be good mentors too, don't get me wrong. But to me, a successful mentor is somebody that you want to be like when you grow up or in the future, right? So essentially, yeah, it is basically somebody doing better than you, but um, I mean, everybody, each and every one of us looks at success differently, but what I'm talking about here, right? Since we're talking about the two things we need to be rich, right? I think it's important for our mentor to also be rich. Like they have to be making it. Like it can't be somebody that's just making six figures and that's just working a regular 9 to 5. Like it has to be somebody that is making a living, or basically somebody that created a lifestyle uh, off of investing, or be it real estate or stocks, whatever the case may be, or somebody that owns a very successful business where they don't have to be there all the time. It's fully automated. They have all the time in the world to do whatever they want, right? They play golf. They take 2 trips a year. Each trip is 6 months. Like you want to follow people like that, all right? Because these are the people that not only have the financial freedom, they also have time freedom, right? So those are people who I think ideally we should learn from. And there's a lot of ways to learn from people like this, believe it or not, right? We could learn from them through YouTube. See, back in the days, I'm a 90s baby. I don't know if anybody listening is as well. So in order for me to learn somebody from, like, let's say Warren Buffett or Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, right? I would have to physically know that person, right, in order to maybe meet up with them and get some advice from them. Or, right, I might have to know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, so I can meet that person and then get some advice from them. Or I'm gonna need cable back in the days in order to see them on an interview, just so I could listen to like a few, just so I could take a few gems off of these people. But now there's YouTube. A lot of these interviews of successful people are on YouTube, so we can literally learn right from our homes, right from our cell phones, which is very powerful. Like the knowledge right now is accessible to each and every one of us, right? It doesn't matter what race you are, what religion you believe in, right? YouTube is accessible to everybody. Well, at least everybody in the United States. All right, I can't speak for other countries. Audiobooks. All right, there's Audible, Scribed, right? Um, I don't even get paid for mentioning these people, but there's a lot of free audiobooks that are also on YouTube, right? Like I like to listen to it first thing in the morning just to get my mind right, maybe even before I go to bed to make sure I'm still like getting different knowledge into my head, because knowledge is very important, right? And something as simple as a book, right? Like learning from people like I said, Robert Kiyosaki, T. Harv Eker, people who've already been on the journey and made the mistakes. You could learn from them and shorten your learning curve, right? Because when we listen to successful people, we're able to save a lot of time and money, because we don't have to make the same mistakes that they did, because we could learn from them, from the mistakes that they already made. And then obviously podcasts, and then lastly networking. Now here's the thing, right? If you're not financially educated and you go to, like, let's say a networking event, you're trying to find a mentor or you're trying to network with other successful people, you're going to have a really hard time if you're not financially educated, because you're not going to be on the same page or on the same frequency as these people, right? The language. That's why I'm saying, like, we need to read these books in order to educate ourselves financially, to learn the terms, so we're able to speak the same language as these people, and then we're able to connect. And trust me, being able to network with these type of people, or the people you want to network with, it will change your life, because they'll point you to a better direction. And on a side note, right, I do have my own investing group or program, you call it, right? It's called the Midas Touch Investing channel. Actually, I have a YouTube channel, and I make videos from time to time for my members. I don't really advertise it too much, because it's mainly for my members. But now I'm deciding that I do want to open up um, my my knowledge and my information to more people. And just so you guys know, right? Like last year when the pandemic started, um, I started trading. I mean, I have an accounting and finance background. That's what I got my degree in. I was an accountant, right? And I started trading for real. I mean, I started investing in stuff like probably over 5 to 10 years ago. So I'm not new to stocks, but I started actually trading and really managing my portfolio last year, and I was able to turn $5,000 to close to $25,000, right? And I mean, the only reason why my portfolio hasn't um continued to keep growing is because I keep taking money out of my portfolio, but that's a different story. So I do teach people how to trade and how to invest, and if you guys look at this little thing right here, right? This image on this video, right? You could go on patreon.com/MidasTouch and sign up for my program, or you could visit me on Instagram at mtouchinvesting, or you could go on, like I said, YouTube. It's called Midas Touch Investing, and you'll see a logo of this ship as well on that channel. And my partner and I, we created something called the 10K movement, and our goal is to basically help at least 10,000 people make at least an extra $10,000 a year from investing. And so far, you know, within a year, I've already had 3 people hit over $10,000 in my program. So if you guys are interested, definitely tune in. And until next time, hope this video helps. And remember to like and subscribe to this video.